Welcome back, Shop Rats. Today, here in the shop, it's a Talk About It Tuesday, and I got my butt parked on a chair because we're going to bench race today, and we're going to talk about what's the biggest thing that gets in the way of us getting these projects done. And I don't mean just here at My Car Shop, but I mean all of us collectively. Or maybe we don't even have a project. What are those stumbling blocks that we put up that prevent us from getting projects or getting projects done? I'm Mike, and you're watching My Car Shop. It's a simple subject, but it's a complicated subject because so often the one thing that gets in our own way is our own butt. I really think I want to get this done, but, well, I'd like to have a classic car, but, well, I'd love to work on it, but our butt gets in the way all the time. I've always been a firm believer that the only thing that gets in the way of us accomplishing what we want to accomplish is ourselves. Now, I know that there are some limitations. I'm not that delusional. But by the same token, see, I just stuck my butt right in there. There are so many ways that we get in our own way, and if we would just get our butt out of the way, we could start to see possibilities instead of impossibilities. There was a really famous guy, and the context was different, but I like the quote, who said, "Everything is possible if you believe." And I've always found that having the inkling of belief does not mean that it's the absence of doubt, but it's pressing on in spite of the doubt. So we get so far bent over backwards, we're staring ourselves right in the butt, and it keeps us from seeing anything else except that butt. Like I said, sorry, bad image, but I said it again. We have to meet ourselves where we're at, and if our big old butt is what's in the way, then let's change our butt a little bit. Rather than, I would love to work on this project, but I can't, but I don't have the money, but I don't have the place, but fill in the blank for you. How about this instead? I really want to work on this project, but I haven't seen the way to make that happen yet. I would like to work on this project, but I haven't seen how I can make that possible yet. I would like to get that project done, but I haven't seen the way I'm going to get the money to make that happen yet. Now, I don't want us to stay there, but it's a place to start. I realize that psychologically, if we got rid of the butt completely, what would happen is internally we would still shut it down even though we're trying to be positive, right? So it's like there's that little dude inside that you go, I'm going to do this, and inside he goes, no, you're not. And that little voice is the one that always controls us. It really is, whether we hear it or not. Now, I'm not meaning to go all psychological on you here, but these are realities. So let's move forward into how can we change the way that we think. How can we change the way that we approach things so that what seems like impossibilities can become possibilities? We can change our butt to so. I want to work on that project, so I'm going to figure out how I can do that. Okay? And listen, tune in a little bit. Make sure that you're not sticking your little butt in there on the inside and not realizing it. I want to work on these projects, so I'm trying to figure out how to find the space to do it. I want to work on these projects, so I'm trying to figure out where the resources are going to come from. I want to work on these projects, so I'm working on changing my mindset so I don't shut myself off mentally before I even get a chance to get out there and do anything and start putting it all together. The only things that are impossible for us are the things that we tell ourselves are impossible for us, because once we've told ourselves that, once we stuck our butt in there, we start believing it, and we never try to move forward from that point. Turn your butt into a so. I want to work on this project, but I don't have the resources to do it, so I'm going to learn the skills since I don't have the money to buy all the parts it needs. I'm going to learn the skills how to make that stuff. If that excites you, if that interests you, well, that's what this place is all about. Let's face it, all of the stuff in this car, except with the exception of the center hump and a little bit in the back, it's all hand fabricated. We made it all because we didn't want to spend any money and we wanted to demonstrate the skills, and all that stuff is here on the channel. This car is about 80% hand fabricated. So contend it can't be done, and you can prove them wrong. Things don't have to be done the way that I do them. That's not the point. The point is find a way that works for you, get your butt out of the way, see the possibilities of so that eventually you get to the point where you're just realizing that my butt's out of the way and I'm doing. And that's the main thing, because when your butt gets in the way, you usually park your butt on the couch. All right, that's our Talk About It Tuesday today. Around here, it's always about doing things inexpensively, doing things on the cheap, if you want to call it that, thinking outside the box. We have a whole, I think, 13 different project vehicles that we're working on here. And the main theme of the channel is always about just spending the day in the shop. We're still in fabrication season, so we're focused on the Stitches Challenger and the Foresight Duster. We got all the summer cars coming out soon because the weather's starting to get nice, so we can look forward to that as well. All right, that'll do it. Like, share, subscribe. Also, down there in the video description, there is the link to the Etsy store where all of our merchandise is. This one's getting a little bit old, but I got to get some new ones for myself here soon. But we have lots of merchandise down there and more coming, so stick around for that. All right, we'll catch you on the next one. And don't forget, because it's the most important thing here at My Car Shop. Work!